Do you know how strong Drift's melee attacks are? He can defeat Bumblebee in just a few moves. Drift is one of the most unique Autobots. Originally a Decepticon, he switched sides. This gave him flight capabilities and made him a triple changer, like the Decepticons' Shatter and Dropkick. Unlike most Transformers, Drift relies solely on melee combat and carries no ranged weapons. Inspired by Samurai, he wields twin swords for rapid strikes and a great sword against tougher foes. Its power grows stronger in high-risk situations. His relentless training has honed his close-quarters combat skills to be nearly unbeatable. Drift's rebellious nature often creates friction with his teammates, yet his unmatched skill with blades forces even Hound to back down when crossing him. Not even Bumblebee, known as Cybertron's top brawler, can stand up to Drift. He usually loses quickly whenever they spar. Drift's swift takedown of the Decepticon onslaught with a single flip showcases his extraordinary combat prowess. At the end of the last night, Drift did not appear alongside the rest of the Autobots in the final gathering. He stayed aboard to pilot Lockdown's commandeered vessel, proving he is far more than just a warrior, he is also a master pilot. Why is Nitro Zeus the only Decepticon who can coexist peacefully with humans? Unlike the cold and ruthless Shockwave whom he resembles, Nitro Zeus has an entirely different personality. Upon arriving on Earth, he had no record of harming humans. However, his status as a Decepticon led to his capture by anti-Transformer forces. While other Decepticons were tortured and restrained, Nitro Zeus moved freely within the prison, even chatting with guards. When Megatron took two high-ranking human officials hostage to negotiate for the release of his allies, Nitro Zeus was among those set free. Transforming into a Swedish fighter jet, he joined Megatron in pursuing the Autobots. During an intense battle in a small town, Autobots and Dinobots retaliated fiercely, resulting in heavy losses for the Decepticons. Only Nitro Zeus managed to escape with Megatron later. Nitro Zeus launched missiles that incapacitated Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, aiding Megatron and reclaiming the staff in the final showdown. At the end of the film, Megatron was defeated by Optimus, while Nitro Zeus was ultimately taken down by Bumblebee with a precise shot to the head.
What's it like working with top directors? These actors say they want to die. Shia LaBeouf was a huge fan of Michael Bay, until the first day of shooting Transformers, his fan filter shattered. He was filming a scene being chased by vicious dogs. LaBeouf assumed the dogs were well-trained, and the handler experienced. A multi-million-dollar production couldn't use amateurs, but as soon as filming started, the dogs went out of control, chasing him everywhere. The handler's commands were useless. Crew members threw chairs at them, but they just kept chasing LaBeouf. Later, he found out the dogs were retired fighting dogs, bought from an art school by the handler. This was their first gig. The production just wanted sheepdogs. What made LaBeouf angrier, while he was being chased, his butt nearly bitten, Michael Bay was laughing on the sidelines, almost clapping his hands. Kubrick is one of the greatest directors, no doubt, but working with him was tough, everyone agrees. What drove actors crazy was his habit of shooting a scene dozens of times. Venice winner Harvey Keitel quit because of it. During Eyes Wide Shut, Keitel had to walk through a door simple. Kubrick shot it 67 times, never saying what was wrong, just repeating over and over. Finally, Keitel snapped. When Kubrick wanted take 68, he suppressed his anger and said, "I'm leaving. Stanley, you're fucking crazy." Then he quit. The director's cheap trick to shoot big scenes without spending money. In Transformers 3, there's a huge highway chase scene. Director Michael Bay went all out with car chases and explosions. With post-production effects, the scene is spectacular. But fans of his earlier work might notice a sense of déjà vu. Why do these clips look so similar to the car chase from The Island? Right. We have to say, Michael Bay is thrifty. He just reused footage from The Island, added Transformers CGI, and called it a day. And this isn't the first time he's done this. For example, in the first Transformers movie, 2007, the aircraft carrier shot during the meeting was taken from his 2001 film Pearl Harbor, and in 2019 Six Underground, the house in Ryan Reynolds' flashback was from his 2013 film Pain and Gain. Michael Bay proves you can be frugal and still spend where it counts. Compared to Michael Bay's crafty reuse, some films use footage from others as a last resort when there's no other option. For example, Star Trek, Generations, a sci-fi film, with a budget of just $30 million from Paramount, they cut another $5 million after seeing the script and had to finish shooting in 6 weeks. Worse, the original ending tested poorly, so they had to reshoot it. During post-production, the director was so broke he was scraping the bottom of the barrel. They kept cutting VFX shots. Finally, Industrial Light and Magic said they were at their limit. With no more cuts possible, the director gritted his teeth and decided to skip the big explosion scene altogether, just reuse the footage from Star Trek VI. Then they prayed to God that no one would notice.